Hello everyone, this is a Xayah guide. This video will include abilities, masteries, matchup, item order, pros and cons. Now first look at pros and cons. Pros: marksman with AOECC, decent scaling, great at taking objectives, high damage, strong team fighter, anti-divers. And now cons: easy to counter, easy to bully when outrange, does better with team setup. There are better late game ADCs, simple kit but easy to mess up, can be a niche pick. Now, let's take a look at the Xayah mastery page together. Here, you can make adjustments according to your own playstyle. Lethal Tempo is overall the best and most consistent choice among its peers. It allows Xayah to gain a boost to her attack speed, allowing her to set up her feathers, DPS, and make her W more effective. The range increase you get is helpful in kiting and chasing enemies. Triumph is good once you learn how to manage your mana properly. You will get a lot of value from it in teamfight and lane skirmishes in the form of extra survivability and a little bit of gold. Presence of Mind is a solid choice if you need mana sustain, especially if you have Navori Quick Blades and a durable enemy team. Take Legend, Bloodline. If you need more sustain and HP in your game, you will not build lifesteal in most of your games, so it always has its value, but I find it a weaker rune. Go Cut Down or Coup de Grace depending on your needs. Cut Down against beefy teams and tank supports, Coup de Grace for the rest of the games. Last Stand does not fit Xayah's playstyle. Starting with a Doran's Blade is great if the enemy bot lane is an all-in matchup like Draven, Nami, Tristana, Leona, Samira, Nautilus. The extra HP is really valuable, also good if you yourself have an all-in support. Noon Quiver. This is the ideal first back in most cases. It is a strong early game item and helps you farm. If you don't have enough gold for Noon Quiver, then a pickaxe is the best second choice for raw AD. You may also choose this if you feel the need to purchase early boots or refillable potion. Kraken Slayer is a really good item if mobility is not an issue and you just want more DPS. Xayah is a very safe ADC, so you don't get as punished as other champions for prioritizing building damage over survivability. Navori Quick Blades is the best second item for Xayah in my opinion. It gives you reduced cooldown on your abilities and increased damage. Phantom Dancer. This has great synergy with Xayah because its passive adds up with her deadly plumage super well, and attack speed is really good to get feathers on the ground faster. Lord Dominic's regards ideal late-game item if the enemy has champions that stack both armor and HP. It is also a generally good item if your team has other strong AD champions, like Irelia, Graves, Viego, Kindred, or Yone. Bloodthirster will give you an extra layer of defense in the late game, both from the shield and the lifesteal. I have been taking this against sticky assassins and poke team comps. The shield is a lifesaver. This is a passive. After using an ability, Xayah's next 3 attacks will deal attack damage as physical damage to all other targets along their path and leave a feather for 6 seconds. This is a Q ability. Xayah throws 2 daggers, dealing physical damage each and leaving 2 feathers. Targets hit after the first take 50% damage from each dagger. This is a W ability. Xayah creates a storm of blades for 4 seconds that grants her attack speed and cause her attacks to fire a secondary blade that deals 20% damage. When the secondary blade hits a champion, she grants herself 30% movement speed for 1.5 seconds. If Rakan is nearby, he will also gain the effects of this ability, except he gains movement speed when Xayah strikes a target. This is a E ability. Xayah calls all feathers back to her, dealing physical damage each. If 3 or more feathers hit an enemy, they are rooted for 1.25 seconds. This is a ultimate. Xayah leaps into the air, becoming untargetable and ghosted for 1.5 seconds before raining down daggers that deal physical damage and leave behind a line of feathers.